Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general forecast for September 2018. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So I'd like to take just a moment to apologize to my subscribers and my viewers that watch every month. As you will notice that I did not post last month. I got sick towards the end of July, and I did not start to feel well until August 12th. And then I figured I should just wait until next month. It was just too late to start. So I'm here, I'm back, I'm better. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so for the first card, this is Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising. So we have the Empress card in the reverse position. So things definitely look pretty rough, especially to start the month out here. So some of you could definitely be experiencing some issues within the home life. This is definitely one of those cards where it is a warning we need to be paying attention to our home life, as things could be pretty chaotic. Sometimes this can be due to our relationship, a marriage, a relationship. Sometimes this can be about our children. Sometimes this can be about financial situations. Sometimes it can be a combination of all three. So with the Empress in reverse, we're not getting our harvest here. And we really need to bring this to the upright position. Let's see what clarifies. Okay, so we have the High Priestess in the reverse position. So it seems like you guys have not listened to your intuition. What's up with that, Pisces? Have you guys just decided to turn that inner voice switch off? Or are you just blocking it out? Do you not like what your intuition might be saying to you? Because we really need to listen to our intuition. Now, sometimes this could be due to, especially if you're like emotionally attached. And you would definitely be emotionally attached to the situation since it's the Empress. So when you're emotionally attached to the situation, sometimes this can cloud our judgment, our intuition, and then we can't seem to see things clearly. It's almost like we're second guessing that inner voice of ours. Like, it's almost like fear has creeped in, and we don't know if we should listen to our inner voice. Now, anytime I see the High Priestess in reverse, this is like a warning. We need to look deeper into the situation, because there's more than meets the eye about this situation. Something is off. Something's not right. Let's also be careful of deception in general. Deception from others and deception, from the self. We need to be careful. But most of all, this is one of these cards where, both of these being together, we really need to go within and reflect, be introspective, still our mind, try to push that fear out, and try to listen to the intuition, the higher mind. If you're super confused about what it is that you should be doing, maybe you should reach out to someone that you trust, that you can trust, and maybe discuss the situation, because sometimes, an outsider can give us a more objective point of view regarding our situation. because they're not as, they're not so emotionally attached to the situation. Now, something else we need to watch out for here is when the priestess is in the reverse, this can be psychic energy that is manipulating, and it's not necessarily to our own benefit. But I also need to say be careful that you're not the one doing that either. So be careful. We definitely need more info here. I mean, for some of you, you might be having to deal with issues of your own mother, or maybe some of you might be dealing with issues regarding being a mother. And I should actually be crystal clear here. The Empress card, this is the card of the mother, the nurturer, but in modern times now, there are plenty of fathers that take on the nurturing role as well. So, this can be male energy as well. It doesn't have to just completely be female energy. So we could be dealing with our parents. Maybe we could be dealing with issues with our children. Maybe the home is experiencing some problems. Maybe there might be an issue of a home that is not so happy right now. Maybe you've been through a loss of some sort. Maybe it's a financial loss. Okay, this is only going to be for literally just a few. But oh, this is rough. Okay, so again, this is only for a few. There could be an issue where you might have recently miscarried a child. Whew, this is rough. My deepest condolences. Now, that is not meant to resonate with the majority of you, but I had to say it. The message came in and I had to say it because this is going to resonate with just a few. And this is definitely turning the home life situation upside down. That's for just a few. But for the rest of you, this could be relationship issues. For some of you, this could be like an intrusive, mother-in-law that could be trying to start problems, or our own mother. But this is your energy, so maybe some of you might just be, you've gone through so much that maybe you just might be thinking a bit too negatively. And it's the fear that's causing you to think negatively. Now, I completely understand the fear because sometimes, we get into these situations that it almost may be the unknown to us. And so it's natural to have a little bit of fear, but we don't want to be consumed by the fear because, ooh, that can spread like the plague quickly. But I mean, financial issues can definitely be a big one there. So the circumstances card is the 10 of Wands in the reversed position. So with this card, it's like you guys have been carrying around some very heavy and oppressive burdens. Sometimes all these burdens are not ours. A lot of times there can be people, within our family or even within our friend circle, that may need help. And we all know most Pisces are going to be like, hey, let me give you the shirt off my back, So it looks like you guys probably took on too much. And part of these wands that you're dropping here are probably going to be some of the other people's responsibilities that you tried to take on purely because you wanted to help. While your heart was definitely in the right place, Pisces, you just, this is too much for any one person to bear. I mean, sure, we can handle it for a little while, but at some point, it's like the weight of the world on our back. We're going to drop. We're going to collapse. I mean, it's too much. So it looks like you've definitely decided to throw some of these, wands and these responsibilities down. So you might start to feel some relief, but I just want you guys to be sure that when you decide to throw these wands down, whichever responsibilities you're throwing down and throwing to the side, just try to bring them to a natural closure. For instance, if you were helping a family member, a friend, whatever it may be, let them know, I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore. I'm spread too thin. I can't do it anymore. You're going to have to take care of it yourself. Because you don't want to just throw everything down potentially on someone else. So, not that you're all going to do that. I'm just warning, let's try to make sure that we don't do that. I like to, put a few warnings in here so that we can avoid certain things which can just attract more opposition, and we do not need that. Okay, so this would be the focus of the entire reading, okay? So we have the Queen of Wands. So this could be a person that's in your life, or this could be your own energy, okay? And the Queen of Wands, if this is representing an actual person that is in your life that you're focused upon right now, they could be male or female. They don't have to strictly be female. They could be male or female. They could potentially be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they don't have to be. Now, the Queen of Wands, this is a woman that has a whole lot of confidence. She has a very commanding type of presence. She can walk into a room and everybody will just turn and look at her, and she won't even be doing anything but walking in. She's just got a commanding type of presence, almost magnetic. Now, she's also very intuitive, like yourselves. So she's very intuitive, but she is really, really good at creating new starts, new directions, new paths. Sorry, I cannot speak today. So she's very good at manifesting, okay? Very, very good at this. She has confidence in herself and her own abilities. Strong woman. Commanding type of woman. Okay, yes, I got 2 clarifying cards for her. So, the first one is the Magician, which has a lot to do with manifestation. So, for some of you, this is definitely indicating that you were probably manifesting. You were working on manifesting a particular goal that you have, maybe even a dream. Now, when we manifest, you just want to be careful. We have to put the action behind the intention, so to speak. But it's good to see the Magician in the upright position. So this shows that there is a correct use of power. Okay. So that's good, considering we had the Priestess in the reverse position, which can indicate, improper use of psychic energy power. So this is in the right position. This is the right use of power. You know, maybe some of you are interested in using your skills and abilities that you are very aware that you have. And you're ready to manifest so that you can go after whatever you desire, whether it's a new job or, you know, making a big purchase like a home or a vehicle or whatever it may be. You've definitely got the manifestation ability on your side, but again, just make sure that once you set that intention, you have to put action behind it, because just simply setting the intention, that can be wishful thinking if we don't put, you know, an actual action behind it towards achieving it. Okay, just letting you guys know so that we can make the best out. All right, well now. So the next card is the Seven of Wands. So this is a card of stiff competition in either personal matters or business matters. For some of you, it might be in both areas right now. I mean, take a look at this card. He has 6 opposing wands, and he has 1 wand. But does he look scared at all? He is like, I'm ready. I will compete with every single one of you. I will take you on. I'm gonna win. So he has that confidence, just like the Queen of Wands. He has that confidence. He knows, when I go after something, I'm gonna get it. I will take care of these 6 opposing forces. So for some of you, you may have some competition regarding achieving what you're going after, what you have manifested to happen. I'm getting a funny feeling here, and this is only going to be for a few of you. But I'm getting a feeling that some of you might be in a personal relationship where, you know, a romantic relationship, where there could have been some unfaithfulness, infidelity. And that is channeled. That is not coming from the cards, okay? Huh. Oh, that would definitely explain why the first card is the Empress in reverse by the Priestess in reverse. Ooh. Well, you know, if that has happened, you can see your way out of it. You can manifest your way out of this situation. And if you really want to compete, you know, you can. But, ooh, honestly, you know, if it's someone else that was unfaithful, you know, and again, this is only for a couple of you. If someone was unfaithful, I mean, personally, I would say you deserve better. I would drop that person. I really would. Because you deserve so much better. And you guys tend to be so forgiving. And I just don't like to see you guys be taken advantage of. Drives me cuckoo sometimes. Some people look at you guys and take your kindness as a weakness, and it ain't right. It's really not. But again, for the rest of you guys, this is definitely showing that you guys are going after a goal. You've started down that new direction, where whatever it may be for you. You've got your skills, you got your ability. and you got your belief, you know that you can do it, and you're willing to compete because you know you got this. You got this. Okay, so for the recent past, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Pretty sure this is the first reading this has come out in. And of course, you guys are my last reading for the free monthly readings, so first time I've seen it in the monthly readings. Okay, well, Seven of Swords in reverse. Every time I see this card, whether it's upright or reverse, I always associate it with something has been taken. You know, it could have been something that was, you know, an actual physical material item that was taken. Or, you know, sometimes this can be energy that's been taken. It's like something has been taken and it's like evidence has been left behind. But thankfully, when it's in the reverse position, it's going to come out. So, to me, it seems like something or someone was exposed here in the recent past. Maybe it was a deception that got exposed. Woo. So for the excuse me, this is the present, the here and the now energy. So we have the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins, sometimes this can be motherly energy, nurturing energy, but of course, you know, this could be male or female. This could actually be a person you're dealing with, or this could be the energy that you guys may be channeling and taking on, which for some of you, it probably is the energy that you might be taking on, especially, you know, if you're going after something that you want, you know, going in a new direction and you're using your skills and abilities and you were just ready. You don't care if you got to compete. Now with the Queen of Coins here, she is good with her money. And she likes to teach others how to achieve financial security and even wealth. She does not mind sharing, and she loves to watch from the background, so to speak. She likes to set things into motion and then just take a step back and watch. But this is a woman who is definitely financially and materially driven. She is a hard worker, though. Make no mistake, she is a hard worker. She's not afraid to roll up her sleeves and get her hands dirty. If that's what it takes to get the job done and to make money, then that's what it will happen. For some of you, this could be, you know, a mother energy. Maybe they might be trying to help. For some of you, this could be a friend. This could be about a certain situation regarding money. I've even seen this come up in roommate scenarios too, so. But the focus is on growing our wealth. It's like we're nurturing, it's like we're watering our plants that represent our money and our financial security. And it's like we're going through and we're watering them and we are watching them and we are nurturing them and we're feeding them and we're watching our money grow. Okay, so it is clarified by the Faith card in the reverse position. So this is where we see the unconventional, the non-traditional, the unorthodox way of doing things. Sometimes this can be a card of rebellion But most of all, this card is one that is about conforming. And when it's in the reverse position like this is like, hey, I'm tired of constantly conforming and falling into line with what you think I should do and what you think I should be believing in or doing, whatever, you know. It's like we're tired of being told what we need to do. So this can kind of spark a little bit of rebelliousness in us, you know. Rightfully so. We get tired of being a doormat. Don't lose your faith, though. This is kind of weird. Okay, so this would be the near future. We have the Eight of Swords. There's definitely a lot of fear here. So it seems that you're definitely feeling restricted by your fear. Sometimes this can be like we've created our own mental prison out of our fears. Now let me just say this real quick, and this is only going to be for a handful of you. But this could be indicating that someone that you know that is close to you could be getting out of jail or prison soon. Normally I don't mention that on these free readings, but I am this time. But that's only for a couple of you. Okay. Now, Eight of Swords. So we're definitely very fearful here. The issue here is typically this occurs because we have a decision that we need to make. So some sort of situation, event has created this scenario where we have to make a choice. And it's like we can't seem to make a choice because we are so confused. And it's because all of our thoughts have become fear-based. Because it's like fear is getting the best of us. And, oh, Pisces. Ooh, no, you got to kick this fear out. Don't allow it to live here. It's just, no, it doesn't work for us. It really doesn't. I understand it, but we don't want to become paralyzed by the fear, because that doesn't help us in the long run. It can just make a situation worse. And it's obvious that there is some sort of decision that needs to be made, but it's really, really hard. But you need to realize that these restrictions are self-imposed. So we've allowed the fear to get the better of us. So knowing that these are self-imposed, then you can remove these restrictions and these fears all on your own. Even if you have got to just silently scream in your head, get out of my mind. Fear does not live here anymore. Do what you got to do to find your balance, Pisces, because I don't want this fear trying to torture you guys. And I feel like it's real. This fear is definitely stemming back to the home and the relationship and maybe even work, okay? But we got to get rid of the fear. She's not really trapped in those swords, and those branches ain't holding her down. The blindfold she put on herself. All she's got to do is stand up and walk out of those swords, and that's why I said you're not really stuck. You don't have to be. So like I said, tell that fear it can't live here no more. Be gone. Okay. Alright, so it's definitely starting to make a lot more sense now. So, Six of Swords in reverse. So this tells me that you guys are definitely stuck in a situation that is very, very negative, and it's like a very negative, toxic situation that you can't get out. It's like you feel like you cannot get out of it. You feel like you're stuck. It could be by circumstances that you're stuck. So there was definitely a loss of some sort. That could be work, could be about the family, the home life, all three. So it's one of the three, or all three. And it's like, we so want to get away from this situation, but it's like, you know, every time we try, we feel like we're being blocked. So it's like we're constantly being delayed. And so we feel stuck in this negative, toxic situation. So, listen, Pisces. Here's the trick. First and foremost, we need to come to terms with the situation and the fear. We need to come to terms with it and make peace with it. The sooner that we can make peace with this loss that's taken place within the family, within the home, or the job, or, you know, all three. Sometimes we just have to accept things as they are, deal with it, and then make your peace with it. Because if you can do that and make your peace with it, it can literally bring these walls of postponements and delays. It can make them come crashing down, and it can help free you from this negative situation, okay? But the trick is it has to be done in the mind. We have to come to understand why things happened, accept it for what it is. We can't go back and change things. We can't make someone do something else, you know what I mean? We just have to accept it for what it is and make peace with it within our mind. And the moment that we do that, we're free. You will see those walls coming down, and you will see there is a way out. And I also feel that maybe just a few of you, okay, a few of you might actually be causing some of these delays from leaving the relationship. Maybe you're hanging on in hopes that things will get better. Maybe you're fearing, well, if I leave, maybe things could get better, and you know, no. It's just best that we don't entertain that type of thinking. At the end of the day, I want you guys to be true to yourself. Only you know what's best for you, and I want you to follow that, okay? But I don't want you guys to hurt yourselves. And I don't want you guys being taken advantage of, and no, please. I don't like it when people take advantage of Pisces. I know there's a lot of you that are really strong and can take care of yourself, but Pisces is just my weak spot. I love you guys, and I want to take care of you. I want to nurture you. Okay, so this would be our attitude. We have the Two of Coins in the reversed position. So this can definitely indicate that we've received some pretty disappointing news regarding our finances. That is a possibility. Now, with this particular card, we have spread ourselves way too thin. We had too many irons in the fire. Too many irons in the fire. And it's like we need to be able to juggle. We need to be able to multitask and stay in balance. But something threw us out of balance, and it's definitely these right here. This situation that has taken place, that is what's caused us to lose our balance. But I don't want you guys to get stuck in that mind frame, okay? You will find your balance again. The moment that you make peace with how things are. Let's just think about the Hanged Man, which is ruled by Neptune, which is, Neptune rules Pisces. The sooner that we accept the situation that the Hanged Man is tied to, and we make peace with it, and we surrender, and we let it go, that's when all the blockages just, move out of our way. So, remember that. I don't want you guys to spread yourselves thin any more than you have to. I mean, it seems like you guys have been put through the ringer. Oh, I swear these retrograde planets got a lot of us feeling pretty off. I mean, there are some people that have a lot of retrogrades naturally in their natal chart, and so most of those people are feeling okay. But for those of us that don't have many retrogrades, some of us don't have any, some of us only have one or two, but this has just got us, a lot of us, feeling a bit out of sorts. Sometimes it's like I feel off, like I can't put my finger on it, but I just feel off. It's these retrograde planets, and plus we got Venus about to go retrograde here soon. I'm not looking forward to this. Too many retrograde planets for my liking right now. So I don't want you guys getting lost in the depression or any anxiety, because y'all got enough. And this is hard enough. And, enough is enough. You guys deserve the best, okay? You guys need to be in good situations that are healthy, not toxic situations, okay? You deserve better. And I hope you realize that you deserve better. Okay, so this would be how other people see you. So we have the Two of Wands. So this definitely indicates that you have set something into motion. And now you're waiting back on the results. Sometimes this can be about a partnership, like a business partnership. That'll resonate with just a couple of you. But the biggest thing is we have set something into motion. And now we are waiting to hear results. So it's like we're waiting to hear an answer. Is it going to be a yes? Is it going to be a no? What's it going to be? So, this would be our hopes or our fears. A lot of times this can give us a little bit of subconscious info. So we have the Seven of Cups. So we see this is an emotional choice that you have to make. Now, we always have to be careful because there's always some illusions that go with this card. All that glitters is not gold, okay? So things can appear to be one way, but they are not that way at all. So we have to be really, really careful. Ultimately, we always want to choose spirit. Which, you guys know that. But sometimes it's easier to get caught up in the moment when we're making emotional choices. We need to be making our emotional choices with, our head and our heart, and not just our heart. Because the tendency here is sometimes we can pick something and then it's not at all what we thought. Like for some of you, you might be like, I really want to be in a good relationship. I want to be in a relationship. Well, then you can be like, oh, look at this beautiful woman. Let me choose this woman because I'd love to be in a relationship. So then you choose the woman, you take her home, and then you find out she's a raging lunatic, and and everything she does just drives you absolutely nuts. So it's like, yeah, you got a relationship, but you weren't specific enough. But the point you're making here is well, on the outside, she may appear to be a beautiful woman. That don't mean she's beautiful on the inside. So all that appears may not really be real or true. All that glitters is not gold. Facades, people. Facades. We have to be careful. We have to watch out for the illusion. And that's why if we go with spirit, we'll always come out clean on the other side. Okay, so for the final outcome, we have justice. So for some of you, this could be about a legal issue. Doesn't have to be, but this will resonate with a few of you. For some of you, you could be actually dealing with the legal issue. You might be dealing with people in authority. Now, for the rest of you who don't have any type of legal issues whatsoever, the Justice card is about making the right decisions for where you are in this moment or right now. And you want to do this carefully. The Justice card, you see the scales that she's holding? Justice wants you to literally weigh the pros and the cons to your choices, okay? Weigh them out. Take your time, but weigh things out. We don't want to make a decision, in haste. That can come back and bite us. But you're definitely going to have to make some choices because it's obvious. There's a choice that has to be made. There's a judgment that has to be made, a choice. But we need to make the right choice, and we need to be accountable for our choice, okay? Ooh, wow. Alright. So it is clarified by the death card. So, alright, so it looks like there is definitely some sort of situation in your life, and this is the root of it, okay? It's coming to that end. And maybe some of you have just been waiting for this, Some of you clearly are waiting for it because you've been stuck in that situation. And so here I see that you are being released. You're going to get free of this negative situation. But be prepared because you're going to have to make some choices, But, this has been pretty hardcore here. So it looks like, these difficulties are going to come to an end. And you're going to get the new start. Some people are pretty frightened by this card, but this card brings us a new start. It brings with us, we get this rebirth. we get this new start, and we also get a clean karmic slate, so to speak, okay? So whatever has had you feeling trapped, you're going to be released from. Whomever you may feel trapped by, you're going to be released, and you're going to be able to move forward in your new direction, and your karmic slate will be clean, and you will finally be out of this negative situation and the negative energy that came with it. Whew, I'm sorry. I know that some of you, this is not going to be what you want to hear, and I am sorry. But some things, they've just run their natural course, and they don't provide any more real sustenance for us anymore. So we need to let those things go. So some situations just naturally come to an end, and then we need to be released from them because they're not good for us anymore, and we really need to be going in a new direction, which you guys are going to get. Okay, so bottom of the deck, and we have the Hermit card in the reverse position. So this can be a card where we're definitely having to go in and reevaluate things. But most of all, this is a card where we have been given some very good advice. This advice could have potentially came from a friend, someone you know. This advice could have actually came from your higher mind. And then maybe you've disregarded it. Because this is wisdom disregarded. It's kind of similar to the High Priestess in reverse. It's just different, but similar. So the wisdom has been disregarded. Now, sometimes we can see wishful thinking here. And I'm sorry, but wishful thinking just does not get things going. Like I was saying up here. We can set, our direction, to achieve all these different goals. We could pick a bunch, or we could pick one. But we have to put the action behind it. Faith without action is useless, okay? So we have to be willing to put the action behind it. We have to be willing to literally roll our sleeves up and get our hands in the dirt, okay? We're going to have to work hard, but if you want it, you can get it. But we just cannot be having wishful thinking, because that's not going to get it for us. Now, another aspect of this card is sometimes this can be like, our head is in the clouds, and so we cannot see how dark it really is. Meaning the situation, how dark the situation really is, because our head is in the clouds. We're not seeing it clearly. And wishful thinking is just clouding the judgment even more. And here we go. Yep. So it's clarified by the Strength card in reverse. So the tiger is fear, okay? Since the tiger is now at the top of the card, the tiger, hence the fear, has the upper hand. You guys need to realize how strong you are. Instead of allowing the fear to take a hold of you, you need to realize how strong you are. If you have to look real deep within, trust me, you are strong. You can do this. Don't let this fear paralyze you. Don't let this fear keep you in a situation that you know that is not good for you. ultimately, we want to reach in and really rely on that inner strength. But see, we got to bring it to the upright position. You need to take control. You need to realize you're the one in control. Put that fear in check. Tell it to get out. You cannot live here no more. Your time has expired. You're done. It's a wrap. Get out of here, fear. Take control, Pisces. You can do this. You know, maybe you forget. You are Pisces. You are the last of the zodiac. That you haven't forgotten. But what some people do forget, what some of you guys forget, is the fact that Pisces contains all of the energy from Aries to Aquarius to Pisces. So you have all of our energies. You've got this. You do. You can do this. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. And I know that you're going to be okay, and that you are going to get this new star, and you are going to get out of these toxic situations, and you are going to find some happiness. I believe in you. I want you to believe in yourself, Pisces, because I feel that that could be a big part of this. Maybe some of you might have people in your ear telling you that you don't deserve to be happy, you don't deserve this, or you'll never be able to do this, or you'll never. Do not listen to those people, Pisces. Don't. That's kind of like the dark energies trying to come in. They want to break us down. They want us to be hopeless. We can't let that happen. We just can't. Take control. You have the strength within you. It's in you. You just need to realize it. You're stronger than you realize. And I think this month is going to prove it to you. I mean, shoot, if anybody could manifest the best, I think it's Pisces. You just got to set that intention and then put the action behind it. Shoot, I think if Pisces all started doing it the right way, you guys would be unstoppable. Because you guys got more access to the subconscious mind. Woo! Alright. This has been rough, and I am definitely sending some healing your way. Especially emotional healing. And I am sending some strength your way, because I know you guys got this. You can do it. And you're going to get out of this situation. Whatever this situation is that's so negative for you, you're going to get out of it. Keep your head up. And like I said, if you don't hear it enough, I believe in you. Don't listen to all the naysayers, okay? Because I know there's plenty. Don't listen to them. Be strong, because you are strong. I love you guys, and I am sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love.